Hello everyone, today I have a very interesting gadget. It's a kind of a spy IP camera. This connects to your wireless network, and it has the form of a socket charger. It has a USB port which will charge your mobile phone or stuff like that, and it has a very small pinhole in the top of the adapter, and that is a lens for the camera. This thing films in Full HD, and of course it can be accessed from the internet. It comes with a provided app which you can download by scanning the QR code here. So in the box you are going to get a small manual, of course again with the QR code, and here explains how to set up the camera, how to install the micro SD card and stuff like that. It has even a lot of pictures that explain the app and how to configure it. It has some troubleshooting, and it also shows here the software for the PC, which is really nice. So probably on this you have a camera management application that you can install. Yes, on Windows PC it says IP multi-view setup or something like that, and of course this is password protected. Very nice. So you can add multiple devices and you can use them all with the same app. And last but not least, this also offers a browsing page, so you can access this from a browser, which is really nice. So this thing offers an IP address, you can connect to it, but we'll see that later. So in the box beside the CD you get a micro SD card reader to access the files from the storage, and also this pin, and this is the socket, and it looks like this. So I'm going to remove this. Really nice and shiny, and you can see the lens is there. It's shining because of the light, but if there's no light that shines into the lens, you will not be able to see it because it's covered by a glossy surface. You can see there's no hole in there. It's just a transparent plastic layer over the top of the socket, and that hides away the camera. So this thing, when it's placed somewhere and direct powerful light does not shine into it, you are not going to see that lens over there. And of course it has here the USB port for charging your mobile phone, and on this side here you have the slot for the memory card. Memory card is not provided, so you need to buy your own and install it if you want to record, because at the price for it, it would have been too much to get that also included. So let's power this on and install the app and see how this works. So I've installed the app. It's called HD Minicam, and I'm going to plug this on and it should light up here. It does has a tiny LED to show that it's working, and you should be able to see it. There's a very small blue light there, and this other hole beneath it, this is the reset button. You can use that pin and reset the camera if something goes wrong or you wish to reinstall it using another wireless network. That will make it possible. So I'm going to launch the app, and now I'm going to add the camera, and it asks me how to connect to it, and I'm going to try to connect directly to the device. You can also connect this to your local wireless network, or you can connect it directly to your phone. I'm going to try to connect it directly, and it has an animated video, shows how to connect to it, and it's very easy to follow. So practically you need to search for the camera wireless and join that network. And I'm going to look if there is a wireless camera here, and yes, it's this one, and I'm now connecting to it, and it's connected. So I'm going back to the app. I'm going to click OK. Alright, and it seems that I'm already connected to it. We recommend you change the default password. Now I'm going to skip that, and look at that. How simple is it? I'm already accessing the camera, which is simply amazing. That was very easy, extremely easy to do. So this is the direct connection, and you can change the resolution here Full HD, HD or lower resolution. This is useful when you are watching this from a bad network and you don't have enough speed. Actually, for Full HD on my mobile phone, let's try this thing. Yes, it actually looks rather good for such a small lens. The image is rather clear, and because this is a direct connection, there's almost no visible lag, which is really nice. I didn't expect that quality from such a small camera. And you have different adjustments here, such as light, contrast. You have this infrared mode, but I don't know if this has an infrared or not. I need to test that. It seems that there's no infrared on this. I'm going to turn this back on. Nope, there's no infrared on this camera. There's another button here which actually is the infrared mode. So this camera does have infrared mode, and it makes it black and white. It's this button here, and we have this GPU decode. This accelerates the video and it's enabled. Impressive. You don't expect that kind of optimization for a Chinese very cheap camera. So GPU decoding is really nice. And of course it has a microphone. Let's try it. So I'm going to up the volume here. Let's try it again. Hello, hello. That doesn't seem to work. Let's try it the other way. Yes, so the camera does have a microphone, and I can listen to what is happening there. So it records audio, and you can also use it in real time. But it seems that the other way around does not work. And you can also take a photo, record video. You can mirror the image or flip it in case the camera is installed in a wrong position. You can adjust that from here. You can mirror or flip the image. Right, so let's see what else we can do from this. So we have modify camera, delete camera, reconnect, advanced configuration, and let me zoom in a bit. This should be better. So you have alarm config, where you can enable or disable motion detection. You can schedule that. You can have push notification and on-screen display. You can even set an alarm tone, which is great. You have wireless configuration for choosing the parameters. You have SD card recording configuration. So when you insert the micro SD card, you can see what's on it, the space. You can manage it, and you can choose how the camera records all day, on alarm, on timer, and things like that. Really nice. And you can set the loop file length in minutes. For example, it will record for 3 minutes, then start another file, and then another file, and when the micro SD card is filled up, then it will erase the oldest recording and then replace it with a new one. You have infrared LED configuration. You can choose it manually or schedule it. It does not have an auto, which is kind of a weird. As you can see, I have enabled it from the app. It did work, but it should have worked manually. So when it's dark, it should light up and turn off in the returning of the lights. So that's kind of a weird thing. You have time settings where you can synchronize the camera from the internet, so it will keep the date and time even if you plug it from the socket out or you lose power. When power resumes, it will automatically set the time. Miscellaneous settings, work LED, you can disable it, and that's very nice because if this is a hidden camera, you probably want to disable that. Right, and you can change password, camera reboot, and reset camera settings. So as you can see, plenty of settings there, only for a tiny camera. So in the snapshot, you can take a picture, you can record video, and here you have an alarm log. You can go back to video, and it's really nice. So for as cheap as this is, I'm really impressed by it, mostly because it's very simple to install and it works and it does provide good image quality. I might try to add some footage later from it so you will see it better, but nonetheless it looks great on my mobile phone screen. Okay, so that was a bit of footage taken with this camera. As you can see, it's rather decent. And now, last but not least, I'm going to try to use the charging function, because after all this is a charger. So I'm going to use my USB cable here and I'm going to connect it to the mobile phone. Let's see if it charges or not. Yep, it's charging all right. So this thing also works as a true charger, so it does its purpose, and of course it will keep on working while it charges. And I'm going to connect to the camera, and I have live video there, and the phone is also charging, which is really nice. So that was it for now. I don't want to make this thing too long. So this is the camera, really cheap. You can find more information in the video below. You have that show more info. You can see there some specifications and where to get this really cheap. And as you can see, really nice for its price. It charges the phone. You can conceal it completely by turning off the LED, so there's no indication that this thing is a camera. And that small lens, it's only visible under my video lamp here, which has 100, 200 something LEDs, and I have another projector over, so there is plenty of light that makes the small lens shine. Otherwise you won't be able to see this. So a really hidden camera in a charger, really nice idea. It works like a regular IP camera. You can record, schedule and do a lot of stuff, and with the edit application here and the web access control, it's really a full web camera, IP camera in a very small box. So see you until my next upload, and until then, bye bye.